Imagine watching a mother cat give birth. One tiny kitten arrives, then another and another. But after each kitten is born, something strange happens. The mother cat may turn around and eat something that came out with the newborn kitten. It isn't the kitten. It isn't part of the kitten. It's the placenta. And if you've never seen this before, it can look shocking. So why would a mother cat eat the placenta after giving birth? Is she hungry? Is she trying to clean the babies? Does the placenta contain something her body needs? Or is this behavior a leftover survival instinct from the wild? The answer is actually more interesting than you might expect. To understand it, we first need to understand what the placenta is. During pregnancy, a kitten develops inside its mother's uterus. But the developing kitten can't simply eat food from its mother like a newborn animal would. It needs a special connection between itself and its mother. That's where the placenta comes in. The placenta is a temporary organ that develops during pregnancy. It connects the developing kitten with the mother's blood supply through the tissues of the pregnancy. This allows oxygen and nutrients to reach the developing kitten and helps remove waste products. In simple terms, you can think of the placenta as a biological support system between the mother and her developing baby. Without it, the kitten could not develop normally inside the uterus. When the kitten is born, however, the placenta is no longer needed. It is expelled as part of the afterbirth. And this is where the mother's behavior becomes interesting. A mother cat may immediately lick the newborn kitten. She may clean its body. She may stimulate it through licking, and she may also consume the placenta. This behavior is called placentophagy, and cats aren't the only animals that do it. Many mammals have been observed consuming the placenta after giving birth. Dogs can do it. Rodents can do it. Some primates can do it. And many other mammals show similar behavior. So why would evolution produce such a strange habit? There are several possible reasons. The first is nutrition. The placenta contains proteins, fats, minerals, hormones, and other biological substances. Giving birth is physically demanding. The mother has just gone through pregnancy and labor, and now she has newborn babies that require constant attention. Consuming the placenta may provide a small amount of additional nutrition and energy, but this probably isn't the whole explanation. A mother cat doesn't need to eat the placenta simply because she is starving. There are other advantages that may have mattered much more to her wild ancestors. One of those advantages is cleanliness. Imagine a wild cat giving birth in a small hidden den. There may be blood, fluids, placentas, and other biological material around the newborn kittens. Leaving all of that behind could make the den smell strongly. In the wild, smell matters. Predators and competitors can use scent to locate animals. A vulnerable mother with newborn babies cannot easily run away and defend herself while constantly caring for them. So keeping the birth area relatively clean could have provided an evolutionary advantage. By consuming the placenta and licking the newborn kittens, the mother removes some of the material left behind after birth. This doesn't make the den completely invisible, but reducing obvious biological waste and odors may have been useful in certain environments. There is another important reason. A newborn kitten is helpless. It cannot walk properly. It cannot regulate its body temperature very well, and it depends heavily on its mother. The mother, therefore, needs to start caring for the kitten immediately. Licking the kitten helps remove birth fluids and stimulates the newborn. The mother also helps guide the kitten toward her body so it can begin nursing. So the period immediately after birth is extremely important. The mother isn't simply eating something because she likes the taste. She is performing a series of instinctive behaviors connected to birth and newborn care. And this is where people sometimes misunderstand what is happening. They see a mother cat eating the placenta and think she is behaving strangely. But from the perspective of a mammal that evolved to give birth without human assistance, this behavior isn't necessarily strange at all. It is part of a natural sequence. Birth happens, the kitten arrives, the mother cleans it, the placenta is expelled, the mother may consume it. Then she focuses on the newborn. But does eating the placenta give the mother some special biological power? Not exactly. You may hear claims online that eating the placenta dramatically restores blood, produces huge amounts of milk, or prevents every possible health problem. Those claims should be treated carefully. The placenta does contain nutrients and biologically active substances, but that doesn't mean eating it provides some magical health benefit. For a mother cat, the most important things after birth are adequate food, water, warmth, safety, and care for the kittens. The placenta is only one small part of the entire process. Another fascinating question is whether every mother cat eats the placenta. No. Individual behavior can vary. Some mothers consume it, some may consume only part of it, and some may not consume it at all. That doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. Animals don't always perform every instinctive behavior in exactly the same way. The environment can also matter. A domestic cat giving birth in a quiet, safe home is living in a completely different situation from a wild cat giving birth outdoors. Wild animals have to deal with predators, competitors, weather, hunger, and limited shelter. Domestic cats have humans providing food, protection, and a safe environment. So some behaviors that evolved under wild conditions may still appear even when the original danger is no longer present. This is one of the most interesting things about animal behavior. Evolution doesn't redesign an animal from scratch every time its environment changes. Instead, behaviors that helped ancestors survive can remain deeply programmed into the nervous system. That's why a domestic cat can still stalk a toy even though it doesn't need to hunt that toy for dinner. It may chase moving objects. It may hide before jumping. It may need soft surfaces. And a mother cat may instinctively clean her newborn kittens and consume the placenta. The behavior doesn't require her to understand why she is doing it. Her nervous system simply responds to the biological situation. Birth triggers a powerful set of maternal behaviors, and those behaviors can appear automatically. But there is another important part of the story. The placenta isn't the same thing as the kitten. Some people who see this behavior for the first time may become confused and think the mother is eating part of the baby. But the placenta is a separate temporary organ associated with the pregnancy. After the kitten is born, the placenta is no longer needed. The mother may consume it while continuing to care for the newborn. This behavior can also happen after multiple kittens are born. Cats often give birth to several kittens in one litter. Each kitten can be associated with its own placenta. The mother may consume the placentas as they are expelled. She may then continue licking and nursing the kittens. This creates a fascinating sequence that has been repeated by millions of mothers across generations, and it shows how much of animal behavior happens without conscious planning. A mother cat doesn't need to attend a class on childbirth. She doesn't need instructions. She doesn't need someone to explain what a placenta is. Her body and nervous system are already prepared for the process. Pregnancy changes her hormones. Birth produces additional hormonal changes, and those changes help trigger maternal behavior. The result is a coordinated response. The mother becomes focused on the newborn, she cleans it, she protects it, she helps it nurse, and she may consume the afterbirth. All of these behaviors can happen within a very short period. Now here's the really interesting part. Humans sometimes look at animal behavior through a human perspective. We see something unusual and immediately ask whether it is disgusting, cruel, or strange. But nature doesn't work according to human ideas of what looks pleasant. Evolution only cares about one thing in the long term: which behaviors help organisms survive and reproduce. If a behavior provides even a small survival advantage over thousands of generations, natural selection can preserve it. For a wild mother cat, anything that helps her recover, remain with her kittens, maintain the birth area, and avoid unnecessary attention could potentially matter. That doesn't mean scientists can prove that every single reason applies every time a cat eats a placenta. Animal behavior is complicated. A behavior can have multiple causes. Nutrition may play one role, cleanliness may play another, hormonal and maternal instincts may play another, and evolutionary history may explain why the behavior exists in the first place. So the next time you see a mother cat give birth and consume the placenta, don't immediately think something is wrong. You're watching an ancient biological behavior, a behavior that connects a modern house cat to millions of years of mammalian evolution. Before houses, before veterinarians, before pet food, before humans ever domesticated cats, wild mothers had to give birth and care for their babies on their own. They had to find shelter. They had to protect their newborns. They had to recover from pregnancy. And they had to respond immediately to the demands of motherhood. The behaviors we see today are partly echoes of that ancient world. A domestic cat may sleep on a sofa, eat food from a bowl, and live safely inside a house. But when she gives birth, some of the oldest instincts in her body can suddenly take over. She cleans her kittens, she keeps them close, she encourages them to nurse, and she may eat the placenta. Not because she thinks of it as a meal in the human sense, not because she understands its nutritional chemistry, and not because something has gone wrong, but because her body is following a biological program shaped by generations of survival. So the next time you hear that mother cats sometimes eat their placenta, remember what you're really seeing. You're not watching a strange act of hunger. You're watching one of the oldest maternal behaviors in the animal world, a behavior built around birth, survival, cleanliness, nutrition, and instinct. And perhaps the most amazing part is this: the mother cat doesn't need to know why. Her body already does.